Hello everyone, I'm Ashlee Sunshine. Happy International Yoga Day. For today's International Yoga Day, I thought I would do a little yoga sequence that's my favorite to do that I do every day. And it's pretty quick and easy and pretty much everybody can do it. These are some of my favorite poses and let's just get right into it. So we'll begin on the ground in child's pose, coming onto your knees, sitting back in your heels, bringing those hands forward. Bring your forehead to touch the mat on the ground. Spreading all 10 fingers wide and just beginning to take some deep breaths, breathing in through your nose. Let's take a deep exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last time, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Beginning to set a little intention for our day, whatever you're being called to dedicate this session to. It can be dedicated to someone else, an emotion, a manifestation. You can tune in to all the yogis today that are practicing on this International Yoga Day. You can tune into our past teachers, ancestors, whatever you're feeling called to. Lifting yourself away from the ground, we're going to come into a tabletop position. So stacking those knees underneath your hips and your wrists underneath your shoulders. We're going to move through some cat-cows. Inhaling as you bring your belly button towards the ground, arching your back, gazing up towards the sky. Exhale as you pull that belly in towards your spine, tucking your chin into your chest. Moving at your own pace here. Inhaling as you gaze up. Exhale as you pull your belly in towards your spine for cat pose. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Moving into some Shakti circles, beginning to make a circular motion with your spine here. There's really no right way to do this, just kind of feeling into your body and just making some circles with your body as you rotate right or left. Coming forward on the wrists as you bring your hips down and forward. Exhaling as you come back, just making some big, nice circles with your body here. Don't forget to breathe as you move. Really getting that body nice and juicy, warmed up. Coming back to tabletop position, prepping for thread the needle. Inhale as you lift your right arm up towards the sky, gaze up. Exhale, bring that right arm through the space between your left arm and your body, coming to rest on your shoulder and on your head. You should feel the stretch here in your right side and shoulder. You can kind of move around until you feel the stretch. And just taking a couple breaths here. Coming out the way we came in. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, bring that hand to the ground. Inhale, lift that left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread that needle. Coming to rest on your left shoulder and head. Coming out the way we came in. Inhale, lift that left arm up. Exhale, go ahead and drop that left arm down. Take a deep breath here. Exhale for downward facing dog. Flip those toes. Send your hips back and up towards the sky as you straighten your legs. Aiming to get your heels on the ground, but it's not necessary. You can bend your knees as much as you need here. You can pedal out your legs left and right, pressing through the palms of your hands as you extend your hips up towards the sky to get a nice stretch in your back and your thighs, calves. Exhale, horse breath, releasing any tension with the breath. Inhale as you gaze up at your hands. Walk your feet to meet your hands at the top of the mat. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale as you slowly rise up to standing. Head and neck come up last. Go ahead and bend your knees as you lift your body up to protect your back. Hands down by your sides, planting all 10 toes on the ground. Distributing your weight evenly onto all four corners of your feet. Pull your belly button in towards your spine to engage your ab muscles. And just take a deep breath here. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, pulling those kneecaps up to engage your thigh muscles. We'll flow through one sun A salutation. Inhale as you reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift, bringing your hands above or below the knees. Lift your chest away from your thighs. Pull your belly button in. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back into the top of a push-up position. Coming onto all fours. Really tucking that tailbone down so that your backside is in one line with your heels. Engage those ab muscles. Exhaling all the breath from your body, hinging forward at the toes. Exhale as you lower down halfway, coming to the bottom of the push-up position. Flip those toes. Inhale for upward facing dog. Lift that chest up, gaze up. Lift those hips away from the ground so there's a space between your hips and the ground. You can dip your hips side to side here. It feels real good. Just gets more movement and stretch in your back side. Exhale, downward facing dog. Flip those toes again. Send those hips back and up towards the sky. Just take a nice cleansing breath here. Coming down onto the knees, sit back on the heels. We'll move through some spinal flexes here, some seated cat-cows on our knees to stimulate digestion and just really help with our posture and getting some movement in our spine. So we're going to bring our hands to our knees. We're going to sit on our heels. Inhale as you come forward. Bring the chest forward. Exhale as you come back, pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you come back. Find your own movement here. Your head should stay center. Now you can also do this in a seated position if that is easier and more comfortable for you and your knees. One more. And coming back to center. Coming to sit on the ground in easy pose. Crossing those legs in front of you. We're going to move through some seated hip circles. So bringing your hands onto your knees. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you circle back. So you're making a circular motion with your spine at your hips. Really focusing on circling in this hip area. Inhaling as you come forward. Exhaling as you come back. You can go as fast or slow as you like. Just make sure you keep breathing. And we'll go ahead and rotate the other direction. And you can switch your feet. If you're seated with the right in front of the left, you can switch it up so the left is in front of the right, just to Get some balance going. Inhaling, exhaling as you circle back. Coming back to center. Excellent. Just taking a moment now to catch your breath, close your eyes, tune into your body, and just noticing how you feel, noticing if there's any tension anywhere specific. And we'll move back into tabletop position. Stepping back into downward facing dog, we're going to move through a lunge series. Inhale as you lift that right leg high up towards the sky. Exhale, bring that right foot in between your hands and plant it on the ground. Dropping that back knee down, coming into a lunge here. You can bring the top of your left foot so it's resting on the ground. And you can kind of move around here in this lunge to really get more movement in the groin area. So you can come as forward as you'd like or back. Straightening that right leg out in front of you. Bringing your upper body towards your right thigh. If you can make that forehead to knee connection, go ahead and go there. Or if all you can do is straighten that leg or slightly straighten it, then that's great too. Lunging forward again on that right leg, go ahead and bring your right arm back and grab your left foot with your right hand behind you. And lunge forward more as you pull this left foot with your right hand forward. Go ahead and drop that back foot down, coming up into Parshavasana. Standing on your legs here, straightening both legs. Your right foot is pointed forward and your back foot should be pointed forward. Your hips should be squared in one line. And your hands can frame your right foot as you begin to make that forehead to knee connection, bending that front knee as much as you need to make that connection. You can also teeter-totter front and back to get more movement in the stretch here, more mobility. And if you want to try to get into splits with me, this is how I stretch for splits every day. And you just kind of slide into them. You can stay here as long as you'd like. If you're in a rush, then maybe you just go in there for a moment or skip it. Coming back into downward facing dog. We're going to repeat all of that on the left side now. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Exhale, bring it through low lunge, planting that left foot on the ground between your hands, coming down into a low lunge. Drop that right knee down. Flip that back foot so the tops of your right foot are meeting the mat. And you can lunge forward or back as much as you'd like. Straightening that front leg out in bringing your chest towards your thigh, forehead towards your knee. And don't forget to keep breathing. Lunging back forward on that left leg. Bring your left arm back to grab your right leg behind you. Lunging forward as you pull your right leg behind you with your left hand. Ooh, my knee always cracks right there. Dropping that right foot with control, coming up into Parshavasana. Straightening both legs, pointing both of your feet forward, squaring your hips in one line, left and right. Bending that front knee as much as you need to make that forehead to knee connection. You can teeter-totter here as well. And if you want to join me in splits here, dropping down into the splits as you bring your left leg forward and right leg back. And coming out, you can just come onto your side, bring those legs together behind you, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath, exhaling any tension, stress, anxieties, or worries. We're almost done. Coming down to rest on the knees, lifting that chest up, coming to stand on your knees as we prep for camel pose. Bringing those knees directly underneath your shoulders, bringing your hands to your lower back. Inhale as you gaze up. Exhale as you come down into camel pose. Option to stay with your hands on your lower back, or option to bring your hands to your feet, your heels behind you, gazing up at the sky towards the back of the room. I like to do a camel to the left, where I rotate towards the left, bring the right arm up and stretch towards the left, and also to the right. Coming back into camel pose. Coming out the way we came in, bring your hands to your lower back, coming to rest on the knees. Taking a moment here, close your eyes. Sometimes you can feel lightheaded after that one. And just finding your ground. If it helps to close your eyes, rest a hand on your heart or touch the ground. Coming onto one side, we'll meet in lying down position on our backs. And for these last few poses, we will be on the ground. Inhale as you hug that right knee into your chest. Exhale, supine twist. Bring that right leg to the left side body as you gaze up and over to your right. Coming out the way we came in, hugging that knee into your chest one more time before we switch. Go ahead and switch, hugging that left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg out. Exhale, supine twist. Bring that left leg over your right side body to rest on the ground. Gaze towards the left. Coming out the way we came in. Release that leg. Hug it into your chest one more time. And release that leg. For our last couple postures here, if you know how to get into shoulder stand, go ahead and go there. If not, watch me first and then join me. To avoid any injuries in the neck, you're going to keep the neck straight and you're going to gaze up towards the sky. Bring your hands to the ground. Palms are facing the ground. You're going to use your arms and your body weight to lift your upper body up. So you're going to be balancing on your shoulders and upper back, and your feet are going to be pointed up towards the sky. You can bring your hands to your lower back for extra support. Moving into plow pose. Bringing those feet overhead to rest out on the ground, eventually bringing your knees to the ground. You can interlace your hands behind your back and wiggle your shoulder blades together for a deeper stretch. And coming out with control the way we came in, coming through shoulder stand, using your hands and slowly lowering your body down to the ground. Hands down by your sides. Take a deep breath. Just two more poses. Coming into fish pose. Bring your hands so your palms are facing the mat. You're going to come to sit on your palms underneath your bum. Point your feet, wiggling those elbows underneath your back. As you lift your chest up towards the sky, come to rest on the top of your head. Coming out nice and easy with control. And come to lying down on the ground. For our last pose, one of my favorites, happy baby pose. Bring those knees into your chest. Grab the outsides of your feet. Open those knees wide. And you can rotate side to side for a nice spinal stretch here. Spinal massage. You can straighten one leg out and then the other. Move around, play around. This is baby pose. And coming into final shavasana. Letting everything just relax. Close your eyes. Feel the ground below you. And just taking a moment to honor your body. Noticing how your body feels now compared to the beginning of the session. Coming onto one side, either your left or your right side in a fetal position. Symbolism for rebirth as we're reborn in the world. Using your hands to lift your body up, come up to sitting. We'll be in a nice easy pose, and that's a nice safe way to get off the ground so you don't strain anything in your neck or your back. Thank you so much for joining me for today's yoga session. It is an honor to be here with you. The divine light in me honors, sees, and respects the divine light in you. Namaste. Happy International Yoga Day.